Good evening. The makers of the new Rinso bring you the Amos and Andy Show with their guest tonight, Mr. Edward G. Robinson. Well, it's New Year's Eve, and our friend Andrew H. Brown hopes to go out on a big date with the very attractive Amethyst Dunbar. His one great problem is finding a tuxedo, and after scouring the whole town without success, things look bad for Andy. At the moment, he is telling his troubles to Amos.
So you couldn't find a tuxedo in the whole town, huh, Andy?
Not one. Well, I did find one, but you ought to see the shape it was in.
Mm-hmm.
There was not only fraying on the cuffs, but there was fraying on the fraying.
Yeah, that's bad, all right.
Yeah, and my gal won't go out with me unless I dress up formal. Oh, the whole tuxedo situation is just like everything else this past year. You can't get nothing, nowhere, nohow.
Yeah.
I'll sure be glad when this crazy year goes out tonight.
Well, Andy, it's just like we got to learn to do without certain things. You know what Ruby made for supper tonight?
No, what?
What they call the eggless, milkless, butterless cake.
Yeah, well, the way things is going, pretty soon we'll have a cakeless cake. Oh, this is a bad year. Substitutes for everything.
Well, Andy, you know the reason for it all. A certain man is trying to give the world a substitute for freedom, and while we is getting rid of that man, why, we got to give up a few things.
Yeah, I guess so. Wait a minute. Come in, Kingfish.
Well,
Come
how
in.
are you there, boys? How are you?
Hi there, Kingfish.
Well, what you look so down the dumps boat, Andy?
Oh, I don't know.
Andy is mad about what a tough time he done had this year.
Well, I don't blame you, Andy. This year wasn't no rose for me neither.
Wasn't there?
No, look how I've been living. Me and my wife been fighting. Just finished another one.
Sure enough.
It seemed like at the end of every year, she takes all the little fights that we done had during the year and piles them up into one big one. That's what she does. Sort of a review of all the little fights in one lump is what we do.
What is the trouble now, Kingfish?
Oh, she brung up the time that I didn't want the kinfolks to visit us. She brung up the thing about me not taking the job as a doorman.
Oh, yeah, I was there for that one. That was a battle, all right.
It wasn't no skirmish, I know that. Then last summer, she gave me $35 to pay some bills and told me to put it away, and I forgot where I put it. I never did find the $35.
Oh, I remember that. That was last summer, yeah.
Yeah, that started last summer, still going on. And the funny part of it is I don't know what I done with it. Oh, we've been going hot and heavy with argument.
Well, I don't see why I is sitting here sympathizing with you. I still got to get a tuxedo by 9 o'clock tonight.
Well, you going to a party, Andy?
Sure, I got a date with Amethyst Dunbar.
Oh, you, huh?
Yeah, but she won't go out with me unless I got on a tuxedo. And I is crazy about that gal.
Yeah, I don't know what you're going to do, Andy, if you can't rent one.
Need a tuxedo. Mm-hmm, yeah. Of course, I would lend you mine free, Andy, but I done sent it down to Georgia to my wife's brother to get married in, and he ain't sent it back yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy's crazy about the gal he got a date with, too.
You know, I was just thinking, maybe through my disconnections, I might be able to dig you up a tuxedo somewhere myself. How much would you be willing to pay, Andy?
Well, of course, I don't want to pay too much.
Oh, I would protect you there, you know. But on the other hand, it wouldn't be right to pay too little.
No, but if you could find me something somewhere along there in between, not quite too much and almost too little, that'd be all right.
Oh, I am sure that we can work out something, Andy. Name your price.
$2.
Name another one.
Look, Kingfish, if you think you know where you can get Andy a tuxedo, why don't you find out how much it's going to cost and then let Andy know about it?
Well, you see, Amos, unless I knows how much Andy's got, it's kind of hard for me to dicker.
Yeah. But the trouble is, Kingfish, I don't know whether you is dickering the tuxedo man or dickering me. What you think of me trying Henry Van Porter? Maybe he ain't using his tonight.
No, now, wait a minute. Don't call up Henry. You wouldn't want to wear that old tuxedo Henry's got.
Why wouldn't he, Kingfish? What's wrong with it?
Yeah.
In the first place, his tuxedo got so many moth holes in it that unless you put on underwear made out of the same material, people are going to think you're wearing a polka dot suit. That's what they're going to think.
Yeah, that's bad, all right.
Oh, don't worry, Andy. I'll find you a tuxedo. I'll even get you a right size, 44. I know that. Meet me at the Lodge Hall in an hour, and I guarantee I'll have you one.
Okay, Kingfish. Get on the job right away and don't fail me.
Count on me, son. I'll do everything I can to help you.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, Andy, if the Kingfish digs up a tuxedo, I'll lend you that old set of studs I got for your stiff bosom shirt.
Oh, great, Amos. Thank you. I could use them all right. You know, the last couple of formal fairs I done went to, I had to take a pencil and draw some studs over the buttonholes.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, Andy, you call me up at home if you want the studs, and I'll bring them right over to you.
Okay. Gee, I sure hopes that Kingfish comes through.
You sure is nervous, Miss Andy.
Yeah, what is you doing here at the Lodge Hall on New Year's Eve, Lightning?
I was just killing time waiting for my wife to get through working at the lunchroom. Then we're going to a New Year's Eve party.
Yeah, well, you ain't seen the Kingfish round here, is you, Lightning?
No, sir, Miss Andy, I ain't. I've been sleeping in the reading room. Look like I'm going to be up till 12:30 tonight, so I won't be in shape.
Well, you can sleep late in the morning, can't you?
No, sir, I got to get up at 7:30 to wake up my wife so she can get to work, you know. Seem like I always on the go.
Yeah. Well, the thing for you to do,
Well,
Lightning...
hello there, Brother Andy. How is you?
Oh, Kingfish, did you get me a tuxedo?
Well, yes and no, Andy. I done found a man that's got a tuxedo that fits you. The question is you got the money to fit the tuxedo? Now, that's the thing.
How much does the man want?
Well, now, I tell you, Andy, this fellow works in a defense plant.
Yeah.
And everything with him is by the hour. Now, I done tried to sell him the idea of 75 cents an hour for renting you the tuxedo. But he said that from 4 to 12 is the swing shift. It happens to be $1 an hour. That's the scale.
That's $8. Mm-hmm. But, Kingfish, I can't get the tuxedo back by 12 o'clock midnight. I don't want people at the party saying the old year went out at 12 o'clock and Andrew Brown went out at 11:30.
Maybe you could get it back by 1 o'clock, Miss Andy.
Quiet, Lightning. Andy, well, let's say that it do run till 1 o'clock.
Well, to tell you the truth, Kingfish, it'd most likely be 2 o'clock before I get home.
Mm-hmm.
Then, in case we decide to have some scrambled eggs or something after that, why, the whole thing might accumulate up to 5 or 6 o'clock.
I sure is not accumulating in it.
Yeah.
Well, now, the thing is, Andy, after midnight, the rate on the tuxedo goes up to $1.50 an hour. See, the man wants time and a half overtime on the suit. That's the way that is.
Let me see. That's $8. 4 more dollars at $1.50. That's $6, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
8 and 6 is 14.
No, Andy, it's more than 14. You see, after midnight, it's New Year's Day, and on holidays, he gets double time. That's the way that is.
Well, now listen, Kingfish, I gotta have that tuxedo suit. But all the money I got to my name is $18, and I
Well,
don't
now, wait a minute. Now, there is a coincidence. That is the biggest coincidence I'd ever run into.
Yeah, huh?
That happens to be exactly the price that I talked the man down to, $18. Now, give me the money, Andy, so I can close the deal with the man before he changes his mind. I'll have Lightning pick up the suit and bring it over to your room right away. I'll give you a dime, Lightning.
Yeah, sir.
Oh, listen, Kingfish, is I gotta pay the $18 right now?
Oh, sure, that's part of the deal. Besides that, if you stalls off paying it, the scale might go up on you.
Okay, Kingfish, I'll do it. Me paying $18 to rent a tuxedo. It must be love.
Here's the tuxedo, Miss Andy.
Yeah, hurry up and unpack the box there, Lightning, and let's look at it. It's getting late, you know.
Yeah, sir. Here it is now. I'll put them on. That's it, Miss Andy.
Yeah, let me see here.
Put them up. Yeah, them pants look a little long to me.
Yeah, well, they'll do all right. Give me the coat.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll slip this on. Yeah, it's a 44, all right. Now, tell me this. How do it look?
Pretty good, Miss Andy. That sure look like an old style tuxedo or something, though.
Yeah, it do, don't it? I guess it ain't out of style too long, though. I wonder how old it is.
Sometimes they got a label on the inside coat pocket that's got the date on it.
Yeah, let me see here what it say. Yeah, the writing ain't too clear. March the 23rd, 1924. Wait, here's the name of the man that owns it. George Kingfish Steve. Lightning, this suit belongs to the Kingfish.
And he charged $18 for it.
That big bum. This is a fine way to finish up the year. This is the climax to everything.
Well, he sure is done pulled a fast one on you.
Yeah. Well, I guess ain't nothing I can do about it right now.
No, sir, it ain't.
Listen, Lightning, stop by Amos's house and tell him to bring the studs over here.
Yeah, sir.
Oh, me, this is a mess. Well, I guess I'll have to forget it. Listen, Lightning, I think I'm going to take a little snooze till Amos gets here. That's all this year's been good for anyway.
Yeah, sir. Well, I'll get going. I better take off your coat so you ain't going to wrinkle it all up.
Yeah, I'll leave on the pants. I won't get them wrinkled.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Sure feel good to stretch out here. Thank you for bringing me this suit, Lightning. Oh, me. Boy, is I tired.
You want me to close the door, Miss Andy?
What? The door? Close it.
Yeah, sir.
Oh, no, it's closed. Who that coming in the door?
All right, buddy, stick him up.
Oh, hey, wait a minute, mister. Wait a minute. Don't point that gun at me. Please, sir, don't shoot.
Get up.
Oh, yes, sir, yeah. Don't shoot, mister. Please don't.
Up against that wall. Go on, back up. Keep your hands up.
Mister, you can have anything I got.
I don't want anything you got. All I want to do is to hide out here for a couple of hours.
Yeah, sir, mister. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you can hide. I'll help you, mister.
And now, take it easy, buddy. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I just want to lay low here till midnight. Pull down that shade.
Yes, sir, yes. Mister, that suit you was wearing, ain't you a convict?
So what? I made my getaway from the death chamber, and I'm supposed to die at midnight. Now, what's it to you?
Yes, sir. Well, who is you, mister? What's your
There happens
name?
to be a number. Here it is, on the shirt, see?
1943.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. 1943, but what was you in for?
Plenty of things, plenty. But mostly murders. They thought 1917 was tough, and they thought 1929 was pretty bad.
1917. 1929. And, mister, that number on your shirt there, 1943. Them numbers mean something. Yeah. Them is years.
Catch on quick, don't you?
Mister, by any chance is you...
Yeah, you guessed it, buddy. You're talking face-to-face with a year. 1943. That's me.
Yeah, yes, sir. And this is the last day of the year. And you were supposed to die at midnight. Yes, sir, I can see what you mean by murders. You've been bad, all right.
Now, never mind. Skip that part of it, buddy. Time is short, and I got to talk to somebody, so you stand there and listen.
Yes, sir. Mister, please let me go, sir. Let me talk to you some other night.
There won't be any other night, see? This is my last chance. All I want to do is talk, tell you what's deep down in here.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You see, buddy, when a year realizes that it only has a few more hours to live, a lot goes through his mind. Especially a year like me, a tough year.
Yes, sir. I was just thinking about all the floods and the shooting, bombings and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. You're like everybody else. Glad to get rid of me. So what? I'm gone. It's just that I hate to leave without somebody knowing that it wasn't all my fault.
Yeah, well, you was leaving.